Doing a picture the whole time.
I see.
Okay. What's going on, everybody in the Johnjay and Rich world? We're here with Twilight stars. It's pretty much the only movie anyone's talking about right now, right? Basically. The whole saga is just a phenomenon. And when you guys got signed up, okay, first of all, introduce yourselves to everyone watching.
Right. I'm Daniel Cudmore. I play Felix in the Twilight saga.
Daniel equals Felix, okay?
I'm Charlie Bewley and I equal Dimitri and I equal Danger.
Equals. Okay, so tell me about the story about how you guys got involved in the Twilight saga. How did it all begin?
Living, working, studying in Vancouver, and I just had a great agent and she got me in the room for this part of Dimitri. You know?
Well, I'm just wondering, when you hear, your agent goes, hey, we're in a board meeting, this works, hey, you were going to go do an audition for Twilight. Do you freak out, or did you already know what it was?
Well, it's funny because he uses glasses just like that. It felt really kind of real there. No, I mean, you take it as anything else. It's another opportunity to maybe get yourself another job. And so you just kind of approach it like any job. You put your work in, and you go in the next day. And
yeah, but it's Twilight.
I know. I started to understand the prestige surrounding the weight of this audition when I actually I put it on Facebook. I was like, I'm going for a Twilight audition. Dimitri, does anyone know any information about this guy? And literally, I had this flood of women just fill up my inbox, and then I suddenly had this network of females working around the clock to actually get this backstory for me, so I could go in prepared. I mean, I didn't do much work. I just
read your Facebook? You just read your Facebook?
That's Facebook. I'm going in as Dimitri. What do I do?
So then you guys get the part, right? And you go and just describe, the first day on set, is everyone there? Everyone
Yes.
in the whole cast, and you meet people, and
yes.
Is it a party, or how does that work? Because we don't do movies, so we don't know. So I want you guys to walk us through the experience of hey, it's first day on set, everyone's meeting.
First day on set, Dan Cudmore picks me up, and he chauffeurs me to set, and I walk into hair and makeup, and everyone's there. That's the first time. That's the first port to call. Everyone's there, getting their hair and makeup done, and it's like meet and greet while they're getting their makeup done at 4 in the morning.
So who was the first person you guys met on the set?
Ooh, that's a tricky question, but they were all there at the same time.
Very early in the morning, so I'm trying to remember who it was.
Very early in the morning, 6 months ago. Good luck with that.
And then Chris White, I think the director was supposed.
Okay, so but then while you're getting your hair and makeup done, there has to be some characters that stand out, right? And I think in every big group of people, there's always you see right away who's going to be the jokester, who's going to be the really serious one, who's going to be a little more playful. Did that jump out at you guys right away?
I think it was a little too early in the morning.
It was, yeah.
Everyone was. But and at the same time, it's like the first day of school, right? You've got the cast who've gone through this before, and they've bonded as an experience from Twilight, and then we've kind of got the new kids that have shown up, and it's almost kind of a bit of a looking down.
Are they good enough?
All right, let's see how this works. But then right after that, when we start filming, it goes right back to work, and everyone's just really chill and cool. So.
I mean, you got to put yourself in their headspace. These Cullens have been going through this for a long time now. They've done a year of it, and then suddenly it's like the Volturi are entering the fray. And now, as an actor and as a character, there's some kind of big day. It's like the Volturi are getting here, and then we enter in.
As the new kids, as the new vampires on the block, so to speak.
Yes.
Quote unquote.
Was there the people who have been in the movies already, like Barbara Pattinson, Taylor, Kristen Stewart? Were any of them nicer than? Because what I want to know is the personalities on set,
Yeah, you don't want to know too much about New Moon in film.
Well, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen any of the Twilight movies yet. Okay.
Okay.
But I understand the whole big thing around it. So a little bit later, I want you guys to convince me to go see the movies, and then we're going to get into about the movie. But what I want is the dish about on the set.
Yeah, we don't have any of that really. That's not really our deal. We don't go out there. We don't slander our co-stars.
No, we're not looking at slander. No, okay, so here, example. I don't want you to. Oh God, please don't say anything bad.
You want to know who these guys are.
Right. What do you guys like?
There's a
really?
multitude of
Who is
emails
characters?
of YouTubes out there. You can go and look at Rob Pattinson stuff. You can go. That's who they are as real people. These guys are real people at the end of the day.
But I want to know your experience with these people. Like, for instance, I see you guys as almost a new generation of actors. You have the Brad Pitts, the George Clooney's, who are a little bit older, and George Clooney has been kind of known to be a prankster. He likes to play pranks. Same with Mel Gibson, right? So what I'm looking for is not the dish. I don't need you to slander your co-stars. I wouldn't ask you to do that. What I'm looking for is there a new prankster on the block that everyone is going to get to know later on, and we hear it first from you guys?
Yeah,
like
I don't know in the film. I don't think we had that much experience with pranksters because we came in. We got to come in as a group, as a whole trio, and we worked together. I mean, on set, everyone that we work with is great. They're very professional in what they do, and so we got along great with everyone. And I don't think per se there's this like crazy prankster yet.
They're like thinking that I'm trying to leave that somewhere.
There's certain energies that are different. Okay, so you've got the more playful energies of people like Jamie Campbell-Bower, and to some extent Kellen's kind of a bit jovial like that. He's kind of cool. And then more sort of laid back, very serious types like I guess Michael Sheen and Dakota. They've got a very settled energy, very focused, but they are huge actors. They're very established actors, and this is a massive high stakes movie set.
Right.
It's not until you get out to we had a couple of times after parties and stuff where you get to really sort of absorb people and know who they are and
let the guard down
and dive in a little bit but yeah.
Okay, so you two are both in New Moon, you're both in Eclipse, which you've already shot and done, right?
Yeah, it's all finished.
So, in the experience, so now we're going to get into the movie a little bit. I know you're really eager to talk about it, which is good, because we want to know about that too. But, I want to know what, separately, and maybe even together, what your favorite scenes were to film, and then if you'll bring us mentally on set with you during the filming of that. So then when we watch the movie, we can go, that's exactly what they were talking about, and we kind of can picture you guys while you were doing it.
Right. I mean, everyone kind of probably thinks, the most favorite part for me would be the huge fight scene that I got to have with Robert Pattinson, which is just so cool, and he did such a great job with it and came out great. But we got flown to Italy to film, and we're in this town, Montepulciano, and we're in this sort of, up on this hill, this ancient, beautiful architecture, and we're filming this one scene where we're bringing Edward and Bella down sort of into the belly of the beast. It's a spiral, really cool staircase, and I don't know what it was about it, but it was just so nice and dark, and we were in so much command as Walter Reed bringing them down. I think that was just my most favorite. And at the same time, it was so hot. It was like 30. So it was in the 90s. Yeah, it was high 90s, and we're in like full, gorgeous designer Italian winter coats and like beautiful things, and I thought I was gonna pass out at one point at the top of these stairs and bowling ball the whole cast all the way down to the bottom and take out like cameras and everything. So I was just like kind of just done a couple takes with having the hand on the wall for a second. I was like, all right, we gotta chill out. I gotta have some water or something.
For the fight scene, did you have to go through like tons of training, or?
I've been fortunate enough to be able to do a lot of stunt work, and I've done that sort of off and on with the acting, and I consider myself an actor who can do some stunts. I'm not a stunt man because there are things I can't do, and professional stuntmen and women are like unbelievably talented. So, I called up the stunt coordinator and I said, hey, is there any chance that I can do this fight scene? He said, hey, let's give it a try. Came in, week of good training with the choreographer and everything, and Rob Pattinson came in and he did such a great job with it, and we just kept going through it, and he was having a blast, and it was a lot of fun, and then a good week of hard shooting and some hard hits, and it came out. It's going to be a kick-ass fight.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a favorite scene that you shot?
I think the scene that will always stick in my memory is the first scene we shot on set on the first day ever, and that was a very